National Football League is on the air. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here we go, here we go. Opposite, green. 43 rail. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Here we go, here we go. Come back to you, come back to you. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Looking to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, Charles, that's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. They just pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured. No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
In motion comes the tight end left.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Here's a 2nd and 7. His pass caught at the 4. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Now they send a running back in motion right. Now this time he'll look to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Seahawks are on the board first on the road here in L.A.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up a throw. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has a little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Rams. Let's go now. 50 miles.
On play action, they'll throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
And making the tackle there, Jacoby Durant.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake. They've taken care of that early.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Walker bowling his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And some room to work. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play that time on the catch and run. 37 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They'll look to throw again.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Mo Alley-Cox.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And the Rams are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener. Got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Ready.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
52 blaster. Eagle blue. Hey, green jacks.
Back to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Ready.
They'll give this to Akers running right. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Okay,
Ball
ready?
up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To the right side, this is Walker. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So potentially a good chance now to answer back from the touchdown a minute ago as they get 15 yards tacked on.
It's going to give them much better starting field position, and they didn't even have to make an extra play to get it.
Here we go.
Now
Here
it's
we go.
1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw here. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley Cox, the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. It's his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
6, 7. Red, cycle. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. An update from Denver. The Broncos have taken the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And this one is right down Broadway.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one.
Zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Third quarter begins with a run by Walker.
They find some open field here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And the Seahawks first down.
Back to Walker on first down. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Leonard Floyd, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half. Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Right, 97. Blue check. Hut.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That we're in a 1st down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I will continue to go in that direction.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Jackrabbit, jackrabbit.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that one complete downfield to Kupp. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They go play action here on 1st down. Going up top for Kupp. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Tariq Woolen picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, A pick six, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And some space here. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Cam Akers, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable, and there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, Don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
They'll look to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
19, Charger, 19, Charger.
2nd and 14.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Cut 19, cut 19. Hurt. Go street. Let's go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
Here we go. Cluster, 6.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That's going to be caught by Allie Cox. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand the field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA.
Cam Akers
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Rams have made it a one-score game again. Here the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs are must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
105 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. He'll drop to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Looking to throw.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and 4.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Akers.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape. But and look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3 with a starting field position like that. 3's not where you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open, but you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
After 60, after 6, 19 tight, 19 tight.
On play action, they'll throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
Ready.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Red, cycle. Right 2. Black shot. Set.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
52 flat.
Back to throw.
Pass complete to Akers on the out route.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. And they bring the big tight end across the formation left. He's back to throw. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And that's caught left side by Mo Alley-Cox.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Watch out now. 50 years. Wait.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Tariq Woolen picks it.
The 40, 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Gave up 6 points going the other way.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out.